not feel like it, but you have a major blessing on the way to you now because of your strength and endurance during this difficult season or last few seasons of your life. There are a lot of things that happened to you that you know were totally out of your control, but this is because it was in God's hands. And you need to know that sometimes you have to go through difficulties, you have to go through endings in order to have the new beginnings that you always wanted. Some of you grew too complacent in the position you were in, even though you wanted more. So working a job that you loved, but desiring to be in your dream job, but afraid to make the changes. So God had to arrange a couple of those puzzle pieces in your life so that you could see that even if He is taking away situations, whether that be relationships, opportunities, things that you love, know that He has a bigger plan in order to restore your faith and your utmost belief in Him. So by this time next year, you're going to be living in one or more things that you've wanted to manifest or dreamt of doing in your life. For a lot of you, it's a dream career. And you need to know that there are certain things you had to go through in order to shape this endurance. In order to bring you to the place and point of knowing it's all or nothing. Now is the time to really put your all into this dream that you have. So life is what you make of it. The biggest thing as well you're meant to learn from all this is just to be grateful for each day. Be grateful through the struggle that you are overcoming. Be grateful for your health, your wealth, your happiness. You know, and even if you feel like you're nowhere near where you want to be in your life, just be grateful to have another day every single day to wake up and change things around. So hold on just a little bit longer because things are about to get really good for you. In the past, you may have dealt with someone who was a karmic masculine in your life who ultimately was trying to make you feel like you wasn't on the right path. PTSD is here. So someone knew they were intentionally causing you PTSD, and this may have trickled down into other areas of your life. So if this is something that you felt like you were in a situation that was totally out of your control, this person purposely tried to make things harder for you. So mad that you want nothing to do with them, because a lot of you see past the illusion of whatever this person tried to put you in. It's like you walking away from someone or something and then purposely making your life harder because of it when they know that you had nothing but good intentions for them. Mad it's you and not them. So some of you, it's like you're already living in a blessing or in a dream that other people wish they had. So whoever you are right now, be grateful that there's something you have that maybe other people don't. So for example, if you know you have a good job right now and there are people out in the world struggling to try and find something, be grateful to have that. If you know you're someone who has a car and there are people out there that still take public transit, be grateful to have that. If you know you're someone who owns your own house or has a love of your life, be grateful to have that, because there are people that don't have any of those things or certain things that they wish they had in their life. And sometimes, you know, it's easy for anyone to really just forget that fact. But one thing alone is it's a lot easier to struggle when you got someone to support you. So when you don't have that support, be grateful, because some people forget sometimes. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you are calling in your soulmate or a life partner or someone who is going to really just have your back and someone you can be grateful to have. And you're about to experience a miracle, because a lot of you had to go through all that you did so that when you get this blessing, you truly appreciate it. Every single day, not just some days, every single day. You may live by the beach. Some of you may be relocating by the beach, or this person who is your soulmate may live by the beach. But yeah, a lot of you went through some type of difficult chapter, and you need to know that the ending of that chapter is about to come to halt, and you're about to have a brand new beginning. And that's that experience miracle. This is leading from an unexpected phone call. So some of you are actually going to get an unexpected phone call for your dream job or a dream opportunity. And you just need to remember that all that loss was leading you to this. You know, I'm going to tell you a beautiful story that I can relate to this message. If you've been struggling to find your career path or your career goals, think about Doechii, the rapper, okay? Right before she made it big, she got let go of her job and could not find work anywhere. And now look at her. She is one of the biggest artists in the world, winning Grammys, you know, really living her dreams. She is an example of a struggle story. There's many actors, okay, same thing. There are actors that literally were sleeping on people's couches, could barely get by, and then they got that one big role and it changed their life forever. So know that God has a bigger plan, and when you are struggling, God is lining you up to really appreciate the blessing he's about to bring into your life. So 8 of Cups. And I feel like for a lot of you it's love, because you could just feel really disappointed or let down by people. For others of you, it may be your career, or it could be both. And it can be extremely difficult to have to keep moving forward every day when you feel a lack of support or a lack of love around you. But know that God has something greater for you. There you go. So a lot of you feel like you've been left out in the cold by other people, by people that you thought would always have your back. But all this is creating that will, that ability within you to move forward. And you're overcoming the obstacles. Some of you are really being separated away from people who did not want to see you win. And I feel like a lot of you could be someone who really pours your heart out and soul into people, connections, relationships, whatever this is you do for your work, your career. And just always feeling like, damn, like, when's it your turn? When's your lucky break? You need to know it's about to come in. God has been watching over you. And for some of you, there may be a Virgo that's extremely supportive of you, okay? It says they've been following you for years. So there may be someone who sees what you do for your career, whether that be in the public eye or not. And there's someone who may want to offer you an opportunity that will change your life forever. And this person feels like you deserve it. And, you know, you just got to remember sometimes all the struggle you go through is what's leading you to really, truly appreciate the blessings when it comes. So just remember along the way, sometimes you ask God to remove situations, relationships, people out of your life that aren't there for your highest good. And sometimes it can happen all at once. You feel like, wow, where's that group of friends you used to have? Or where's all those opportunities you used to have? You ask God for a sign to remove those so that you could get back focused on your path. And that's what he did. So hold on just a little bit longer, because you need to know that there are new beginnings coming in for you. And also too, this has built so much character and strength. People that know you are completely astonished by you. And whoever this is that's coming into your life has just gone through a similar chapter in their own. So you and this person, whether this be a soulmate or a life partner, are going to mirror each other. Self-reflection, inner wounds, healing, doing the shadow work in order to find yourself, in order to give yourself that self-love, in order to ground and balance yourself, in order to create a new beginning. So needing time to heal. A lot of you need to know that this all comes down to divine timing. And all you can truly do is trust the process and realize that God always saw the bigger picture of what your life was going to be. And one day you'll be able to look back and it'll all make sense. One more story that I always love to kind of bring up. I think I had once before in another reading, but Lisa Kudrow, okay? There was a role for a movie she tried out for. She did not get it. She got let go. She was devastated. But then all of a sudden she got the biggest phone call of her life, which was Friends. And y'all, we all know Friends and love Friends. That changed her life forever. And in that same day that she felt like she lost something or she got let go of a job, she went to a party and she started flirting with a guy she totally thought was out of her league. Turns out he liked her too. They're now married with a family. Okay, so just know that'll happen in one day. Just takes one day to change everything in your life. So until then, you just have to keep going and know that life is truly what you make of it. And you're about to experience a miracle, because a lot of you have seen some very difficult days, especially maybe as of late. And you haven't allowed your frustrations, your ego, or your fear to self-sabotage you. You've continued to move forward. And if anything, this has secured your faith in divine. And that was his plan all along. He wanted you to put all your faith, your trust, and your hope in his vision for your future, because he hears your prayers and he needs to show you in such a miraculous way that he heard every single prayer